Waste incineration, chronic poisoning of the people. Part 11. What do action groups and environmental organizations say? Nearly all previous waste incineration plants were built against the massive resistance of the population. A lot of citizens have not forgotten the corruption scandals which were exposed afterwards because the decisions to build were based on chronism, as in Cologne. People learn. The action group work with high personal and financial commitment. Unlike Miss Carson, however, often without any political support. The John F. Kennedys are missing. If action group go to court, the formal compliance with the 17th Federal Ambient Pollution Control Ordinance, the 17 DIMSCHV, stands against them. It is no help that from beginning to end this does not add up. You can't order a cigarette to be non-toxic. This is even less a possibility with waste incineration plants. Lawmakers ought to realize this and take it seriously, but industry would first have to demonstrate this understanding itself, or allow lawmakers to do so. The action groups für ein lebenswertes Werratal, for a life worth Werra Valley, fight against continuing the construction of waste incineration plant in the German town Heringen. It was proven with an adept law plus the German Weather Service plus the engineering office plus a university institute, the owing to the existing level of pollution and the frequent temperature inversions, the region would be inadmissibly chronically poisoned, even if the standards of the 17 BIMSCHV in fact were met. Actually, this should be sufficient for success. Perhaps our earlier reference for the Federal Soil Conversion Act of 1999, which emphasized prevention in its formulation, could be useful as well. The environmental organizations, especially BUND, also Greenpeace and the regional organizations Ein besseres Müllkonzept, a better waste concept, or Müllplattform Österreich, Waste Platform Austria, and our association Rgerbewegung für Kryo-Recycling und Kreislaufwirtschaft, People Movement for Kryo-Recycling and Closed Loop Economy, help where they can. The traditional field is the impact of waste incineration on the greenhouse effect, to which incinerators not only contribute carbon dioxide but also water and a lot of CHCs, CFCs and other small molecule halogenated hydrocarbonates. Banned from use in the manufacturing industry with good reason from waste incineration plants generated by chaotic synthesis, they are throughlessly discharged into the atmosphere. Also, the involvement of waste incineration plant flue gases and motor vehicle exhaust fumes in the generation of photosmog belong to the traditional problem complexes addressed by environmentalists. The organizations release helpful publications, for example, the Bund für Umwelt- und Naturschutz Deutschland, the Federation for Environment and Nature Saving in Germany, its series BUND Positions, Müllverbrennung, Gefahren und Risiken, Waste Incineration, Dangers and Risks, in Bonn vor 1994, or Greenpeace, Dioxin, das unterschätzte Umweltgift, Dioxin, the underestimated environmental poison, Hamburg 9, 1994. Very commendable is also Müllverbrennung und Gesundheit, Waste Incineration and Health, from Greenpeace Austria, Vienna 10, 2001. or Müllplattform Österreich, Dioxin über Wien, Waste Platform Austria, Dioxin over Vienna, January 2003. But as long as there are no better alternatives on the market, they too can only supply good arguments, collect epidemiological evidence about the chronic mass poisoning, but not show particular alternative. Altogether, action groups, environmentalist groups, and ecology-minded smaller parties like the EDP or ÖDP, Ecological Democratic Party, complain that the discussion about incinerators is not a factual issue anymore, but a power game. Foreseeable bitter experiences will force a shift in thinking. Say all environmentalists the price to pay for more waste incineration plants, independent of collection charges, is getting higher day by day. Do alternatives exist? The better alternative can only be the material recycling of the waste listed in the positive catalogue of the BKB. The reclaimed recyclate must be marketable and must pay. If suitable processes were not already prepared to a great extent, they would have to be urgently invented. Both goals can be achieved with the low-temperature recycling, which was elaborated by the team of Professor Dr. Harry Rosin and Professor Dr. Hans Kreisendans, the Kryo-Recycling. The program consists of two parts. First, the Kryo-Recycling, deep freeze recycling with services, the recycling to scrap plastics, used tires and scrap electronics. And second, the biological mechanical treatment of contaminated biowaste in three-stage reactor system, which links desalination and linked biogas extraction. So the next part is a little bit longer, so it gets the two parts for biological mechanical treatment and Kryo-Recycling get their own video. I want to tell only one short story. When Mr. Rosin made the innovation for the new fridge, he went to all big combines in West Germany and he said, we must do this because of a healthy future, a good future for our society, for all humans. And the combines, they had made contracts with US firms to take another system for the fridge, to buy a gas with halogenated molecules. And Dr. Rosin made a system without halogenated gases. And then he get two answers. One was, as engineers, we accept what you have done. It's a very great thing. But as economics we say, you have not a little chance to realize it. They have no interest into the future of our children. They have no interest in the future of the world. Only the profit is important. That is a problem. And the politic is a servant of the profit and not of the people if people don't change voting. Another sentence was, we have two chances. One is you can be a rich man, then you sell it to the combines, that they are sure it will be never realized. Or you make a present, you give it free for all companies which want to realize it. Then you may have a little chance. And this was the way Dr. Rosin went with his innovation. So he could realize his fridge system. He made a present to us all. But the politicians does not realize it. They still hinder the realization of his other ideas of Dr. Rosin. And this is a big problem for the world. We have solutions. And politicians often say they are too much enemies of new techniques in the world. They don't want the change. But it's also a question, what kind of change? A change to a good environment. That is what people want. And this is hindered, this is stopped from our major politicians. So, the voters have only one chance. Change your way of voting, go voting, and make little groups bigger, which really want to help the people and not to help the profit of big combines. This is no communism idea. This is the system of market to make the politicians better by changing the party you vote. This free market. Every election you can change your vote. And with this you can change politics. And if the party gets worse you have voted, change to the next party. And go to peaceful resistant groups which helps the people giving knowledge about the things which were stopped from our actually politicians.